What's going on, guys? Lokmanyu here, and welcome back to another video for the starter squads of FIFA 23. And this video is on the Ligue team that you can make for just about 150,000 coins. If you haven't checked out my Premier League starter squad video yesterday, I will definitely drop a link in the description. Now, the game is coming. I think a couple of days we'll be having our hands on the game, and this is the best time to prepare your squads after all the trading that you've done or the packs that you've opened, and you'll have some coins to build this cheap meta team. So, without any more delay, let's just get into the video. Alright guys, let's get started with our Ligue starter squad for about 150,000 coins. This is the right team to kickstart your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team grind. In my opinion, these cheap beasts are going to be really helpful, and they are the meta players that will definitely help you get started with less coins. So let's get started with Peter Schmeichel in goal. He looks like a really good card. He's come to the Ligue after Leicester City's amazing career that he's had, and he's still a decent goalkeeper. I think he was 85 last year. It's a bit of a downgrade, but still the card looks really good. As you can see, 86 reflexes, 81 diving, 79 kicking. Positioning is also not that bad, so he should be able to fit in for a very less amount of coins. Then comes up Pembe. Now, I know this guy is right now around 30,000 coins, but like I said, if you check out the prices right now, if I'm going to refresh these prices, they're about 77k, as you can see on your screen. But I believe this will shoot up to 150,000. So maybe someone like Pembe is someone you can put into your team if you're not using coins a lot elsewhere. Like in this team, you don't really need much. So I don't even need to talk about Kimpembe. We all know how much he troubled all of us at the start of last year. And even till the end, Gold Kimpembe was one of those guys who will always stick around in the team to just irritate you when you're playing against your opponent. So he is definitely the one to have your backline sorted out. Alongside him is Jalo, and now we all know Jalo's card when it came out, the 85 rated UCL card that came out last year. He was so good. He was in a lot of pro players' team as well. So his base card looks really good with 81 pace and 76 defending. You can definitely have him in the team. I'll definitely be talking about the options also on the bench, so you're not going to be missing out on any alternative options as well. Looking at Nuno Mendes has been so good, and his card also looks insane. His 80 rated card, which is 89 pace and 78 dribbling, 74 defending rather. So this guy is very good going forward. Also, his just shooting is a letdown, but he will definitely be the fullback to start with in your Ligue 1 team. Then comes Traore. Now Traore is decent. Like I said, Mbabu yesterday in the Premier League video, the right backs, I mean, he's 83 pace. That's not bad at all. If you compare it to Nuno Mendes, that is an issue, but if you just see his overall card looks really good. He's tall as well, so he'll definitely help you with those back post crosses that a lot of people will be exploring this year. Just what I think about the game, and when it comes out we'll all see, but he's a very good player to start off with. Then comes this guy Klaus Sola. Now he looks like an overall beast to me. You look at the pace. Just gonna open up his stats real quickly, and if we look at the detailing of this card, he's got 80 pace, 83 passing, 71 defending. He's got even very good agility to start with. I mean, as a base card, his shooting is also not bad, and his physical also tells me that he's got 84 stamina. So you don't really need to sub him out every single game, and decent strength as well. So overall, this card is an absolute monster in my opinion. And then comes Ronaldo Sanchez. I'm not gonna go into the detail of this guy. Everybody knows how great he is. You can just have a look at his stats. Incredible pace, incredible dribbling stats as well, great agility and balance, 90 balance, that is insane. And his physicality also, it just does not look like a base card to me for an 80 rated, so you can definitely have him in your team, and he's really cheap as well at the moment. Then comes Fofana looks like an overall beast. His other cards were really good as well in FIFA 22, and in my opinion this guy will be one of those CDMs that you need in your team. And of course, I didn't talk about the formations in my yesterday's video, but you can try and remove one of these guys out if you're playing a 4-4-2 or even a 4-3-2-1. These three will be fit for your team if you like to play with three proper CMs, which is why I made this team. And his card is incredible. I mean, just look at this guy. He's got 73 pace, 75 passing, 73 defending. Dribbling is very good still for a bulky player like him. And then his stamina and strength just speaks for him. He's going to be a proper DM as well. Then moving forward to Ben Yedder. I mean, the rat that we always used to call him. He himself calls him that, by the way, and it's just really funny to look at. I mean, that card for a base card is really good. He's got 5-star weak foot this year, like last year, and he looks like an upgrade to me. And for his base version, 81 pace is not that bad. 84 shooting. He's going to be very good inside the box on either foot, and he's got 88 dribbling, which is incredible. You can see the shooting, the positioning, even the long shots are decent, and agility balance, as you can see, is 85 composure for a base card in your striker. I think he's going to be a really good striker in a lot of hybrid teams also, so you have to keep him in your team. There's no alternate to him, in my opinion, in Ligue 1 if you are considering just this league. Then we've got Moses Simons. I mean, his shooting and passing is a letdown, but his pace is really good, sort of like Gucci. In your Ligue 1 team. Very good pace. I mean, on the wings, he'll feel really smooth on the ball. 81 dribbling as well. And the only letdown is his physical and passing, in my opinion. Rest, obviously, shooting is a concern, but if you play him as a winger, he should still be fine. And the next up is Jelson Martins. Now, Jelson Martins, again, you can see the same stats with respect to pace and shooting for both these wingers, and almost the same card, if I have to look at. It's just that Martins' physical a little less lower than Simon. But still, I think this guy is going to be really good. Now we're going to be looking at the options also from the bench that you can check out. In goal is going to be Lopez. You can just get him in place of Schmeichel because I mean, the diving is a little better, and the rest of the stats hardly don't matter. So I believe Schmeichel would be the way to go. But Lopez, if you're less on coins, you'll have to check out the market for the prices. Then is Jonathan Klaus if you want a little speed, but I believe his defensive stats are really low, which is why I've kept him on the bench. And Traore is starting. Ismaili is again a guy if Nuno Mendes is a little high for, because like I said earlier in my last video, that 50k squads will also be there. A lot of them actually. So you can consider someone like Ismaili in the team instead of Nuno Mendes if you can't really afford. And I'm going to say this again, your core should not be affected. Fullbacks can be changed, wingers can be changed, but your striker, midfielder, defenders and goalkeeper should always be solid. Next up is Mukila. You'll obviously be seeing this guy in the starting 11 as well. For example, if you don't have the likes of Pembe, you can just slot in Mukila and you can apply a position modifier on him and he becomes a CB, like you'll be able to see on the this thing as well, that alternative positions that he has. Then there's Todibo. He's also a really good shout if you want to play him in place of Jalo. Only the pace is different. I think Jalo has better pace, which is why I would want to keep him in my team in place of Todibo, because there are going to be a crazy amount of teams that are going to be coming up with very high pace strikers. So to deal with these guys is the right way to go. Then we've got this guy in midfield on the bench is Veretout. I know he's non-rare gold, but still his stats don't look that bad in my opinion. He can still play if you want to get him off the bench of your team. Then there's Guendouzi. Guendouzi also looks like a overall card. His shooting is a letdown, but other than that, he can be a very good DM. Then there's Golovin. I don't know why I put him, to be honest, but it's just that his stats overall look not that bad. His pace is less, his shooting is okay, his dribbling is decent, but I doubt anyone would want to play him, but I just kept him an option if you don't have any coins. Then this guy looks really interesting to me, Ito or Ito, however you want to pronounce his name. He's got very good pace. I think he's a 4-star as well, and he's got decent dribbling as well, so you can slot him in if your Jelson Martins or someone is tired, or if you just want to start this guy. And then comes Nicolas Pepe. Now I wouldn't really recommend this guy, although his pace is very good. He's a familiar name as well. Hardly that matters in FUT, but still, I mean, he's a 2-star weak foot, which is a letdown, but I've still kept him on the bench just in case anyone wants to try. Jonathan David looks like a very good card. If you remember, his last year's card was really good as well. I think he's got a 5-star weak foot, so that really helps. If you want to get 83 pace, isn't bad either, so you can try him out as well. Then comes Jonathan Bamba. He's been downgraded a lot from the previous years, but still his pace and his dribbling stats are not that bad, so he can be a very good asset for your team as well. Alright guys, that was your starter squad for Ligue 1 for about 150,000 coins. You can even bring it to 50 or 75k as well if you just bring someone up from the cheap options I suggested from the bench, because as I do realize some people don't have a great pack luck like me, for example, and it's difficult to make coins, and if you're just on an RTG then it's almost impossible to get the high players at the start of this game. So these cheap beasts are definitely going to help you a lot. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be coming up with a lot of videos with custom tactics and gameplay highlights, etc. So I'm going to be seeing you a lot more often. And once again, guys, take care of yourselves and good luck for the season. Bye bye.